New this morning, President Biden is denouncing a controversial bill that's being advanced by Florida Republicans as hateful. If passed, it would ban any discussion of sexual orientation or gender identity in schools. And in a statement, the White House condemns the so-called Don't Say Gay bill, saying this: just imagine what it would feel like to be a kid watching the leaders in your state bully you through legislation that tries to erase your existence. These types of attacks are the root cause of the mental health crisis that too many LGBTQI+ children face. The president wants LGBTQI youth, young people who may be feeling scared or alone, to know that they are loved exactly for who they are, and that he won't stop fighting for the protections and safety they deserve. Joining me right now is Florida State Representative Carlos Guillermo-Smith. He's the state's first openly gay Latinx legislator. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I want to read, and you, I know the wording, but for everyone else, I want to first read the wording in this bill. The wording is as follows. Sure. A school district may not encourage classroom discussion about sexual orientation or gender identity in primary grade levels or in a manner that is not age appropriate or developmentally appropriate for students. The language, that is ambiguous wording of this bill. But what is the practical impact of what it will do?
Well, thank you for having me on, Kate. Listen, we call this the Don't Say Gay bill because it will censor conversations about LGBTQ students, families, and history in our schools. LGBTQ Floridians like myself, we're a normal and healthy part of any society and any school. We exist, and conversations about us, about who we are, about what our families look like, they're not dangerous conversations, and they don't need to be censored. And suggesting that they're dangerous or inappropriate, as Governor DeSantis has already done, it sends a really terrible message to some of our most vulnerable youth who really just need our support. And to your question, the bill, it's so intentionally vague that it doesn't just censor conversations about sexual orientation and gender identity. It actually has a chilling effect on the safe schools policies that provide supportive educational environments for LGBTQ students to learn and succeed. These are policies, Kate, that have saved lives. The bill is not solving any problem that currently exists, and frankly, I think it's disgusting that Republicans are again using LGBTQ kids as pawns to score political points.
You mentioned the governor. Let me play what he said about this week.
In terms of the schools, we've seen instances of students being told by different folks in school, oh, don't worry, don't pick your gender yet, do all this other stuff. They won't tell the parents about these discussions that are happening. That is entirely inappropriate. And schools need to be teaching kids to read, to write. They need to teach them science, history. We need more civics, understanding the U.S. Constitution and what makes our country unique.
What is your response to him, I don't know, and to parents who may agree with him?
The reality is that conversations in schools that simply acknowledge the existence of LGBTQ families as part of our community, they're always age appropriate. Governor DeSantis is pushing this bill and a number of other bills that basically censor honest conversations and discussions that he doesn't like, not just about the LGBTQ community, but conversations about diversity, about race and history. And it's not just in our schools, Kate. He's pushing legislation to prohibit these types of discussions in the workplace as well. This movement to censor school and workplace topics and discussions that don't align with a political ideology, it's not what we do in free states. It's what happens under authoritarian regimes. And that's why we're fighting against this very dangerous legislation.
It's moving through the legislature now. We'll continue to follow it. Thank you for being here. Coming up for us.
Thank you, Kate.